Hi, this is James Shrug at Westpac London with the end of day report for Monday, September the 3rd. Chinese data which was on the weaker side of expectations, which subsequently intensified speculation about the prospect of policy stimulus from the Chinese authorities, is actually behind the gains that we've seen in European markets today. They're not particularly great. The French market, sorry, the English market, the FTSE up 0.7%, the French market up 0.6% today, the Germans up 1/3%, the Spanish market down 0.9%, and I'll explain why that is, and the Italians up 2/3% today. The gains were somewhat muted in the European markets. One, because it's not guaranteed that policy stimulus will come through, and maybe it's just that the global economy is slowing without a policy response. There's still uncertainty about what the ECB chief Draghi is going to announce on Thursday, whether he'll make a conditional announcement about a bond buying operation, conditional upon the German Constitutional Court on the 12th of September ratifying or approving the existence of the ESM Permanent Bailout Fund, or would he say nothing? So that's keeping markets somewhat muted. In Spain, we've had the news that the regional bailout fund of 18 billion euros won't be ready to be distributed for a couple of weeks, and so I think it's Catalonia and Andalusia have sought emergency loans direct from the national government. I think they're trying to access the 2012 tax proceeds that they would be due later this year in order to meet immediate commitments. It's all putting more pressure on the national government, and there's speculation that once Draghi's announced his bit on Thursday and the German Constitutional Court has done its bit next week, that you could see a Spanish sovereign bailout sought as soon as next week. No US markets to report today. Closed for Labor Day. No more white shoes to be worn, of course, after today. There's some commodity markets for trading. Let's have a look. Oil up 0.05%, unchanged really, $96.52 a barrel. Gold up 1/3%, $1,693 an ounce, and copper up 3/4% today. I didn't mention, just in Europe quickly, the August PMI for the factory sector was revised down slightly, both in Germany and in France. Okay, still a bit of a bounce from the July figures, but not as big. Still very negative, well below 50. But the UK factory PMI for August was stronger. Again, still below 50 at 49.5, but it was up 4.3 points. And the Aussie dollar, it's at 1.023 against the US dollar at the moment. It's sort of been drifting down during the London session. It was at 1.03 earlier. The Asian data there not helping the Aussie particularly much. Plenty coming out in Australia on Tuesday. We've got the Reserve Bank Board's decision. The statement there might acknowledge, a bit more of a chance of a rate cut down the track perhaps, with China looking a little bit more wobbly, and some of the recent domestic data, consumer sentiment, retail sales, for example, being weaker. But we've also got, current account figures, the contribution of net exports to GDP, which comes out on Wednesday, and also the public demand figures. So plenty to focus on locally on Tuesday. All right, that's it for Monday. I'll be back again tomorrow.